So I had a little project that I needed to do today, and I thought I would take you along. Take people I know along. Or I'll just sit here and talk to myself, which is what I was doing anyway, so that's not really surprising. I'm just gonna, balance you on this little doll case here and hope that my phone stays. I'm going to be walking in and out of frame probably a lot, so what I'm doing today is I'm sorting through VHS tapes and kind of looking at what home videos we have and what is not. So this first one I picked up has Desert Storm, Jane Goodwell's something, Sarah Plain and Tall, and the Great Lakes. Fun fact. Sarah Plain and Tall, I'm named after two books. Sarah's just a good name. Sarah Ann Ruck is just a good name in general. But, I'm also, if you think about it, I'm named after Sarah Plain and Tall and Anne of Green Gables. Because my middle name is spelled with an E. And that's pretty great. So I'm not seeing any home videos up here. Geisha Boy. Now I know. Now that I'm older, I thought it was like the Geisha Boy when I was a kid, but I now know it's the Geisha. Yay me. Tora. Bridge over the River Kwai. We have that on DVD now, which is nice. Bugs Bunny. Rocky 3. Shirley Temple. King Arthur, 2000 Leagues. Okay. So there's nothing in this first drawer of interest, as far as I can see. Home Alone. That's a home movie, right? Home Alone? Aw. That'd be such a weird movie to find. And you'd think it was, of your own family. Imagine that guy's family. That had to be weird going to that movie. Blue's Clues. I'm so excited. Okay. As I just throw it over there. Harmon and Graham Hammy. I used to watch this at my grandma's a lot. That's probably for a while. I had a short stint. Besides Taylor Mason, between Taylor Mason and her, for a while I had a short stint where I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and I wanted to do puppets, and it was going to be awesome, but then I was like, this is a movie I always forget we had, but we have it. It's a weird time. Also, there's some nudity in it, which is really random and really weird. So then you just feel weird watching it, so I hardly ever did. Or we just, we fast forward through that part, because you can do that with DVDs, with videotapes. It's weird to think that, DVDs are passé. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are still watching DVDs, but not as much. It's just that technology was moving so fast, and then we end up downloading everything, and it's a weird time. Road to Avonlea, Winnie the Pooh, Tweety, Scamper, Dennis the Menace. Excuse me. Babar. Who remembers Babar? Robin Hood, Yogi, and the rest of these are name brand ones. Okay. So I have a feeling these first 300, 400, 500 drawers. These drawers are really heavy, and I'm hoping I don't get crushed underneath them, because that would be scary. Boom. Oof. Karate Kid 2. That was a good movie. That just all of those movies were really wholesome. Now these ones are like, you know, they had tiers of different movies and things, and you could buy them in like the plastic package. I don't think they do these plastic packages anymore. Well, Sarah, they don't sell them anymore. Anyway, they do all plastic packages now. All the DVDs come in like miniature ones of these. Yeah, these are all name brand, or not name brand, but you know what I mean, like labeled ones. Quigley. That was a weird movie. Harvey, the big giant rabbit. The Egg and I. That was with, who was in that? Fred Mercury, Claude Colbert, Percy Kilbride. I don't recognize these names, but I've watched this before. Now, this movie has a special place in my heart. I watched this a lot when I was a kid. That explains a lot. If you know me, that explains a lot. I also really liked this movie for some reason when I was a kid. I think it had this little girl that I thought for the longest time was Shirley Temple. And when I got older, I was like, that is definitely not Shirley Temple. It was a similar aesthetic, but a different time period. Cinderfella, Jeffrey, what's his face? Jerry Lewis. Daddy Daycare. See that, I think I was close to one of the last movies I remember consistently watching on tape was Daddy Daycare. Because we didn't get it on DVD, so we watched it on tape for a long time. Okay. So, I'm gonna go down. I'll be back. Okay, this is more VHS tapes that are in the plastic containers, as far as I can see. Now that I think about it, it's probably what's going to happen is most of like the home videos that I'm actually looking for are going to be in the cabinet. You can kind of see it over there, because we used to have like a big wide Zenith TV over there. It's not there now, because that TV was about 21 years old, and my sister, who is now, I don't know how old my sister is, but she was in high school when she last used it. Ooh, here we go. Huh. I'm out of breath from sitting down. Why? Okay. Christmas Vacation. Beth's tape. So, we had our tapes, which I didn't have a tape, because I was the youngest. Nobody cared once they got to me. But Philip had a tape. Bethy had a tape. I was just kind of sprinkled amongst... For some reason, first thing that popped in my head was cremation. I don't know. Okay. But I was sprinkled amongst the Christmas tapes. Brass. Christy, Bonanza, Sarah of Katie, Elder, John Wayne. Okay. That's not me. Anne of Avonlea, the sequel, First Peter, Paul, and Mary. Aw, Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's cute. My mom recorded so much of TV stuff that I got to watch older TV when I was younger, and that was really cool. That was really sweet. The Little Match Girl, Homecoming, and Polly. I think some of these were also my grandmother's, so it's... Winnie the Pooh's Christmas. Okay. Bugs Bunny, Garfield. Randy and Cheryl's house setting. 2003. Sort that one out. Actually, I should put these down here so I know. Christmas. Oh. This one I remember watching. It was weird, but it was Christmas animation, December, Philip's birthday too. So my now 30-year-old brother, second birthday. That tape right there. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. I think this is probably the oldest one that we have, and it's Christmas 1990. So this was before I was born. At my Aunt Martha's house, which I was just at a couple days ago. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Christmas Eve, 1993 and 1996. Okay, so now we're finding a couple. Wizard of Oz and Quantum Leap. Oh, Quantum Leap. That makes me so happy. I love Quantum Leap. It was a good show. It was weird. Like, I watched it. It was one of those things that you watch as a kid. Also, MASH. I see MASH here. It's one of those things that you watch as a kid and you're just like, oh, this is fun. This is kind of cool. And then you get older and you watch it and you're like, okay. It's still fun and cool, but I don't know. It's a little but it's still, I still think it's a good show, and I wish like someone would pick it up again. If they did like a remake or something, I would be down. I would be all over that. Romancing the Stone. Okay, I watched Romancing the Stone. I think too early in my life. And all I remember from it as I watched it later in life too. So again, one of those circumstances, you watch it as a kid and you watch it as a grown up. But if you've ever seen it, you know, it's insanity. Pure insanity. I'm just finding a couple blank ones. I don't know what they are. So I'm just kind of taking them out. Outside with Philip. This is a cute one. I remember watching... See, I used to watch home videos a lot because I have this extreme sense of nostalgia. And I think most people my age do. But not my age, but from my generation, we just have an extreme sense of nostalgia because technology just changed so fast. And we just kind of cycled out of videotapes into DVDs. So then we were just kind of like, oh, I love that. That's the only one we have that's like that has the stickers on it. Quantum Leap, Quantum Leap, Quantum Leap. Is all of this Quantum Leap? Oh, and one Mission Impossible. Christmas 1994. Philip Christmas 1992 and Christmas 1993. Blank. Karate Kid, Red Skelton, Lantern Hill. And another blank one. It's so sad to think that some of these are just going to be like lost to time. But that's most things in life, I guess. It's just either there or it's lost. Oh. Why didn't I see that? Did I just... I'm putting back the ones that I took out. Genius, Sarah. Okay. So these are the blank ones. I don't know what they are. These are... Oh, no. Death. Spit. Okay. Oof. This is one of my many. I've watched this several times in my life, but it is still, I think, one of the best musicals. You can argue. I'm fine with that. But in my personal opinion, one of the best musicals. Of that, like, musical time period where you'd put it on VHS tapes and do all the things with it. What are these? So these are like our DVDs kind of here. Some of them. Not all of them. A lot of them are upstairs. Oh. A lot of them are upstairs. Oh, Kipper and Blue's Clues. Anyone remember Kipper? Kipper was good. Kipper was about little dogs. They were so cute. Okay. mothers because of this. This was like my whole grand